the word the House business will come up with the calendar, but the assembly shall approve. Where the usage of the word shall approve means the assembly may approve or may disapprove. And that's where Honorable Jamba was coming from. In the event that the House disapproves, because it's one of the options the House has, and I know the Speaker seated on the throne will make that decision as to whether it has been approved or disapproved. You need to ask yourself, suppose the House disapproves the calendar, what happens? And that borrows from where Honorable Muhindi was coming from. Let's relax, look at it in either way. We are not being pushed to pass it. We are only asked to look at it, consider it. If we find it right and appropriate, we approve it or we pass it. If we don't find it appropriate and we want amendments to be made, we will request for amendments to be done. And in that case, pass a document that's agreeable to all of us because it's meant to serve all of us. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I want to agree with Honorable Kate in requesting, and Honorable Jalala as well, in requesting that the House members get a little more time to interact with the document, either shortly or possibly tomorrow. Because like I said, we're still coming tomorrow, and therefore be able to pass it. And with those many comments, I am torn between adjourning for a while or adjourning for a while. And while is debatable, Honorable Speaker, a while could still be tomorrow. And therefore, in that case, let members have the time to interact with the document.
Yes. What is it, Honorable? Thank you, Honorable Kayini. Thank you. What is it, Honorable Muhindi?
To the cutting him off when he was finishing. But as he was finishing, he now raises a critical matter. What is the definition of a day's notice? And this is why I'm inviting you, the Speaker, to also provide us with the ruling. Because the Constitution provides that the day's ruling is the time between when that ruling has been made and the next 24 hours. So I want to understand in the business of this assembly, when does a day begin and when does a day end? Because if the law provides for 24 hours, then we cannot be here tomorrow. So I'm I was just listening to him, and I just need clarification from you, Mr. Speaker, on what is this.
So definitely, Honorable Muhindi, after we subject it to the voting, the ayes and the nays, we will give a ruling that will comprehensively guide as to when we should sit and make the next move. Any other member with anything?
I now invite the mover.
What we are supposed to do now, I'm supposed to put the question because it was just a procedural motion. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that this House does adopt the report of the House Business Committee on approval of the legislative calendar for the year 2025 under Article 28 and 29 of the Standing Orders as a report of the House and the recommendations therein as a resolution of the House be exempted from the requirements of the Standing Order 55B that requires a notice of motion be given at least 1 day before the motion appears on the order paper. May those of a similar opinion say aye. Aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. Nay. And the nays have it. Honorable members, I wish to give the following directions. Honorable members, the matter of approval of the registry of the assembly calendar is captured under Standing Order 29, which provides that the House Business Committee shall, with the Assembly's approval, determine the Assembly's calendar. The calendar of the Assembly, once approved, shall be published in the Gazette and the Assembly website. The wording of the standing orders is framed in mandatory terms, and today being the beginning of a new session, this House is expected to determine its calendar and ensure its publication in the Kenya Gazette. Honorable members, I have noted the sentiments raised requiring more time to interrogate the calendar presented by the House Business Committee. Ideally, and as provided by the Standing Order 55B, a notice of motion requires at least 1 day before a motion appears on the order paper, unless an exemption for approval is voted. As such, I direct that the motion be placed on the order paper before the House on Wednesday, the 12th day of February 2025 at 9 a.m. Kindly note that it is 9 a.m. as provided under Standing Order 32 on the hours of sitting. Honorable members, no other business shall be transacted until the House approves the calendar as required under Standing Order 29.1. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, based on your directions, the business as slotted in the afternoon session order paper is exhausted.
There being no other business to transact under this sitting, I now adjourn the House to Wednesday, the 12th day of February at 9 a.m.